We know you love your footy. We love it too. It's about building confidence, having big goals, staying healthy, and looking after your mates. That's why we want to spread an important message about road safety.
My dad came to school and I was in the principal's office, and myself and my sister sat down, and my dad told me what had happened that morning with my uncle.
I still remember to this day the exact moment. Being 9 years old, I think that's one of the toughest things I've had to deal with.
Apparently they was all drinking. The driver was pretty well intoxicated, and yeah, they had a crash and the whole lot of them passed away.
He's done it 3 times, and he's had to deal with that and deal with the shame on numerous occasions.
Yeah, just a couple of mates who probably had a bit too much to drink, and they got a little bit bored and thought it'd be fun to surf on a car.
I nearly lost my brother through drink driving. There's more responsibility of the people around him as well, because anyone that drinks, they don't control that drinking. The alcohol controls them.
One of my good friends, he was standing on the side of a road outside a party, and coincidentally someone who was drink driving was driving too fast, speeding.
It shocked the community a lot for a good 6 months to a year. It's a bad thing to happen, even just to think about it.
No one intends to make a bad decision, but when you're driving and drinking, it just doesn't mix well. Never has and never will.
I've actually had an uncle killed by sleeping on the road. Drunk one night, and he'd fallen asleep in a car park, and then the truck's just driven straight over the top of them.
Someone had been drink driving, and they got into an accident, and now she's disabled, and she can't walk again, so she's in a wheelchair, and so that's pretty devastating for her and her family. So yeah.
We didn't expect it. We were sitting around home, and I had an uncle who just came from, to spill us the news that my dad got killed in a drink driving accident as a passenger.
I had a friend that lost his licence 3 or 4 years ago. He lost it for 6 months. The big impact that it had on him was that he was not able to drive his little girl to school each morning.
My mate was hit by the car and he died instantly. It wasn't until I actually went to his funeral and then saw his grave by the side of the road, which is still there today, that it shocks you still. Michael Edwards was his name, and his nickname was Wally after King Wall from the Brisbane Broncos. He was obviously out having a couple drinks and decided to get in the car with a drink driver, and incidentally lost his life on the way home. He's got 2 daughters that obviously are without a father now because of that decision.
Territorians do plenty of travel on our roads, and many footy players do more than most to get to games. We want all Territorians to be safe on the road and to spare our families, friends and teammates from the heartache that comes from road fatalities and serious injuries.
One mistake doesn't just cost one person something, it's costing a lot of people around him, all the people that he cares about.
It's like that ripple effect that it has. It's not just the people that pass away that suffer, it's everyone that's left behind in the family. If you're going out, make sure you're planning ahead and how you're going to get home, and just little things that are going to make it safe.
What's an extra $20 cost you to go catch a cab or a bus or something like that?
Step 1, if you're going to drink, you need a sober driver. Step 2, you need someone responsible what they're going to do.
I'm going to make sure that I give my kids every possible chance to grow up, with a father.
The driving choices we make have consequences for the whole community. We thank you for helping us make a difference.